board from Vision, and this is the Vocatex standard. The Vocatex standard is a video magnifier with speech output. It comes with a Full HD camera with excellent picture quality, and you have the choice between 4 different screen sizes. The screens vary from 22 inch to 43 inch. The screen size depends on your field of vision. If you have a large field of vision, for example if you have macula generation, you can take a large screen, for example 32 inch, 43 inch. If you have a smaller field of vision, you can choose for 27 inch or even 22 inch. You will notice that the video magnifier has a large viewing angle. You can see more than
zoom up minimum.
You see that you can see more than one page on the screen, a page wide. And you will notice that the quality of the image is really good. It's a Full HD camera and also a Full HD screen. The screen in front of me is a 32 inch screen, but as I already told you, you can choose your own screen, 27, 22 inch or 43 inch. The screen is height adjustable. You can just take the screen up and down, and you also can tilt the screen. Pay attention that the 43 inch doesn't have a tilt function. You only can change the height of the 43 inch. The sliding table moves your document around, and you also can block the sliding table at the handle here below. When it's to the right it's blocked, when it's to the left is unblocked. It's a standard video magnifier, so the button in the middle is for zooming.
Zoom in. Zoom in.
I can change
zoom
the magnification
zoom in,
to my
zoom
needs.
out.
You also will notice in a large screen you have the possibility to put a whole column on the screen, and that's really comfortable to read in that way. The blue button here on the left side, that's for changing the color.
Column selector. Black, white.
This is the negative mode.
White, black.
This is a positive mode.
Photo mode.
And you have color again, and you also have color
column selector
with a column selector.
Black.
In negative
white.
and positive you have more different colors. Press long on the button and you will
black,
notice
green,
you will have
black,
different colors.
Yellow, black, white.
The Vocatex standard has 6 different colors by default, but you can add more colors as you want. It's a very easy to operate video magnifier because it's just a button for zooming and you have the color button. To start reading, I
white, photo column selector.
Select the column selector and I'll go to a smaller magnification level so I have an idea what I would like to read. If you are visually impaired, it isn't necessary to read the text, it's just necessary to select the text block that you want to read. With your line, the column selector, you can select the text block that you want to read. So if I put the line in this text block, I press here on the red button and it will start immediately to read.
The 3 most famous people who ever lived are Leonardo da Vinci, Jesus and Tom Cruise. It doesn't get any bigger or more glam than those
To stop,
guys.
I just press the red button again. If I would like to read something else, I just look around and I select the text I would like to read.
Dwarf bullet. Sonut Imes, Irk is boring. You've hit 3 in thief afternoon, that one guy in the cup.
Also for newspapers, it's quite easy to read. Just put the newspaper under it. You can change the magnification, read the title yourself, and start reading, for example, by just putting the line in the column that you would like to read.
Usually, any element of uncertainty can impact a country's stock market as well as its currency.
On the right side you have 2 turn knobs.
Recently,
the left one is for changing the volume.
Since the referendum
the right one is for
index at a high of
changing the speed.
Many attributes rise to the fact that as the pound has fallen, large British...
Stopping the text is always the red button. To start the text again, you press the red button again.
British companies.
You will notice that
comprising
the
TSE
text is
100
already at the
index,
end, but I
reap
can
the
slide the
benefit.
sliding
This is
table
because a weaker
up,
pound means their
so you
products
see
and
the next
services
text,
become
and
much cheaper
the,
abroad.
the
Whichever way
reader
you look
will
at
continue
it,
the text, so
sterling is
that's
seen
what
in
we
the
call
headlines as it
continue
faces
reading.
the brunt of concerns
This is a
surrounding
great
what
thing
Brexit
about
actually means
Vocatex,
to
but
the
it's
UK and
because
its
it will
economy.
continue
Even more
reading
negative
and it
prognosis
doesn't
is
depend
to be
on
believed,
page
the
sizes, so
pound could still have
I'm
a way to
almost on
go.
the end.
The recent claim
Just
from the
go
chief executive of the British
down.
Bankers Association that the political debate
So now
over
the
Brexit
Vocatex
is
has this
prompting
part of
leading
the
banks to
text
talk
in its
of
memory.
relocation from the
If
city
you would
doesn't
like to
hold
go to the
sterling's
second
cause.
column, that's
Neither
possible.
does talk of
Just
inflation. The Marmite
select
price
the text that you
between
would like to
Tesco
read,
and Unilever is,
put the
to
line
many,
in the
a sign that
document, in
prices are
the
about
column,
to go up. A
and you
weaker
will notice
pound
you
means
have
a
an
higher
error
cost of
here.
importing,
That doesn't mean
where
that it
match
will
the
read the
products
text that's
themselves or the raw
in its
materials
memory
to produce
and
them.
start
And the
over
case of
automatically
Marmite
with the
is a
text
coup.
you have now
Moneycorp is a
selected on the
trading name
screen.
of its Moneycorp Limited. TTT Moneycorp listed as a CEC, the UK Financial Conduct Authority under the Payment Service Regulation. Way to highlight the impact, because even though our favourite breakfast
So now it
is made
started
almost
reading over here.
exclusively with British ingredients, other costs like packing.
As you noticed, also picture quality is really good, and when I start reading, for example on this column, you can see that there's a red reading box highlighting the text that is read aloud.
On one provider, such as our high street bank, to cover all of our financial.
As you already have noticed, the buttons have a spoken manual. So if I turn a button or press a button,
black, white,
it will explain
white, black,
what is happening.
Mode, column selector, louder, softer, faster, slower, slower.
The Vocatex also has 33 different languages. You can change the language with the volume button. You just have to press and turn.
Français Manon.
Automatic.
Deutsch Petra.
British English Malcolm.
You select the language that you would like to have. You also could put it on automatically.
Automatic.
That does mean that it will recognize the language automatically.